Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Shout out to 78. Dope ass interview. Hopefully it's the second part because he left us with a cliffhanger. But I want to talk about just overall the interview, and he called Jarell Miller a male stalker, right? That shit is hilarious. That shit is hilarious, man. But I thoroughly enjoyed that interview. But that speaks volumes of Deontay Wilder and who he is as a person, as a man. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the tenor of the conversation, the tenor of the interview, I actually thought it was a conversation. You know, when you can turn the interview into a conversation, that shit can go for 2 hours. You know what I mean? You're going to get some shit that you may never ever get. You know, Deontay Wilder, I mean, I say this every time I talk about the man now. He's just a man among men, you know, and I admire, I know it's getting repetitive, but I just admire a man that knows who he is. And the truth of the matter is, you can be Mexican, you can be white, you can be Jewish. I respect all of that shit. I am not the person that says because I want all my black men to succeed, I want every other man to fail. That's not what I'm saying. As much as I am proud of black men succeeding, I have the ability and will encourage other ethnicities to succeed as well. But you know, just I'm gonna stay on Jarell Miller for a minute, because that's a microcosm of crabs in a barrel syndrome, right? And Jarell Miller is a victim of the crab in the barrel syndrome. And I did a video on him yesterday or 2 days ago, wanting to give the man a chance, right? Because if he goes against Deontay Wilder, he loses his core audience. And if he loses one time, he's never ever gonna get that core audience back, because Deontay Wilder is still in demand, and he goes against the guy in which he draws from, right? So like they say in war, you never kill the help, right? He's killing his help. And that crab in the barrel syndrome is a microcosm of what we have in America. Whereas we have a black man who's successful or wants to be successful, he feels he has to shoot the person that's higher than him on the ladder or on the mountain. When in actuality, what you want from him is to tell you what the next step looks like, right? So you don't slip and fall, or drop some jewels down, and while he's up there, make it a little bit easier for me. I'm on my way. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just elated. I'm glad. And you know why that interview was important? Because we were 100% behind this dude, in front of this dude, beside the dude, depending on your language. And the same interview, the same respect that he gives, if not more, because he said, I'm a real one. And we know where he was going with that, right? Everyone in the LDBC, new media, on my channel, you guys know exactly where he was going with that. And that takes a level of comfort. He won't say that to Dan Raphael. He won't say that to Kevin Iole. Kevin Iole, because they don't know where to go with it. But for him to have a conversation with 78, I thought it was beautiful. I don't know if he uploaded the second half of the interview, but I think 78 intentionally left us a cliffhanger so we fucking come back. But I'm gonna call him tomorrow. I got the kids today, and I'm moving someone in today, and I have a vacancy that's gonna be filled. So I got my 2 kids. They going to work with me today, and so my hands are gonna be completely full. So I can't interview him, and then my daughter starts crying, and you know what I mean, I can't undervalue Deontay Wilder's time like that. So I'm gonna shoot him a text tomorrow. I appreciate you, 78, for doing that deal for me. I ain't got to call Sam now. But it's just a special feeling, man. And I got this. I'm glad you guys, I'm glad 78 brought it home for you guys, because the exact feeling you got listening to that interview is the exact feeling I got when I hung out. I literally hung out with him for 2 days. You understand what, like, literally, like, I mean, like 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours. You know what I mean? We hung out 4 hours after the media event. I interviewed him for hour and a half, and then we end up talking for another hour and a half thereafter. You know, man, he's a win, lose, or draw. See, here's the special thing: Deontay Wilder character doesn't go away in a loss, right? Deontay Wilder's character doesn't get personally elevated in a win. The dude is the same dude, man, and that's honestly, that's all we want. And for him to carry the I am my black brother's keeper flag into the ring and out of the ring, and now damn near in every interview, y'all motherfuckers better get on board. I don't care if you say he's not the most skilled fighter, he started boxing way too late, he's not, regardless, he's only a one-handed fighter, windmill Wilder, whatever you guys think and feel about him. As a black man, I'm telling you guys, for real, you're not going to get too many people at the apex. I'm not talking about on their way. I'm talking about at the apex, where there's no one above them. There's no one. I mean, people in the UK going to say Anthony Joshua or whatever. In America, there is no one above him. It's like being the fastest man in the world, being the Michael Jordan, being the MVP of the NBA, being MVP of the NFL. There is nothing greater. Now, I'm going to say this. What we wanted from Michael Jordan in the 80s with the crack babies and the 90s and all the killings in Chicago, which was a representation of all the killings in LA, New York, Miami, Atlanta. Michael Jordan didn't speak out. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had one of the most eloquent quotes about Michael Jordan is he chose commerce over consciousness. And the same reason why your parents, now you have some level of discomfort with Michael Jordan is the same reasons why we should be praising Deontay Wilder. And I don't mean praise as in a fan. Like, yeah, we use that term loosely, or I'm not a fan. Like, I'm a rider with Deontay Wilder. I'm not a fan. I use the term fan to keep the conversation going, but if Deontay Wilder says I'm having a rally, I'm covering it. I'm getting my ass on the plane, because that's the level of respect that I have. If Deontay Wilder says I'm going to Alabama and I need 10,000 men there, I'm going to be one of the 10,000 men. Off the rip, I'm going to cover it as if it's a world champion, like as if he's fighting Anthony Joshua. Like, for real. Like, this exceeds fandemonium. I don't know what term you guys use. It's not that, man. And people are not gonna get this where I'm coming from. People are not. I'm getting goosebumps and shit. You're not gonna get it. But being a black man in America is tough, and I'm getting emotional about this shit. But it is tough being a black man in America. I fucking grew up dirt ass poor. When I say dirt ass poor, mom on welfare, mom on drugs, dad abusing mom, you know, cousins on drugs. I got cousins doing 25 years. I got 2 cousins who just got out of jail. My 3rd cousin, Carlton, just got out of jail after doing 30 years. Oh, man. And it's just a special feeling. I mean, you know, I've made it through it. You know, I got a college degree. I got a few dollars in my pocket. I got some awards and all that shit. But I'm just, honestly, I'm the guy that's going to impact a few. Right? I'm not the guy that has a big platform and you know, I mean, my platform is growing. I'm not belittling myself, but Deontay Wilder has the biggest platform out of any black athlete in America that's speaking, and he's at the apex of it. And I think for him to do this for us, I mean, shit. I'm in awe because, you know, the same questions we have about Floyd Mayweather. He's a billionaire. You understand what I'm saying? He's a billionaire. He's a flat out billionaire. And he doesn't speak as loud as a Deontay Wilder. He has his moments. Floyd Mayweather has his moments. If you check some of my interviews, he has his moments where he brings it up. But he doesn't, it's not a consistent theme for him. And then you have a guy like Jarell Miller. You understand what I'm saying? Who wants to be the devil's keeper. You understand? Like, you know, Deontay Wilder told me, he says, man, I will never ever disrespect the black man. Like, and you guys don't say Jarell. No, I'm talking about in terms of, he's reacting, right? But in terms of the initial and disrespect, there's no room for that. Like the same way how you guys get on me about Adrian Broner. I didn't give the mother, not I didn't give the guy chances. He's blowing his chances. And I was the guy that wanted to give him a platform and tell him, hey, I've been where you've going. We have similar bank accounts, right? We have similar friends. We have similar allies. I'm telling you, you can pull through this, right? And the motherfucker just don't get it, man. He just don't get it. And at the end of the day, the reason why I say Adrian Broner's name, one, is polarizing. It's going to get hits. And microcosm and Adrian Broner resembles so many of my brothers that I'm literally driving by right now on my way to the gym, right? And I know there's a lot of b-boys. There's a lot of real ones. There's a couple of guys in between doing time and doing the right thing, listening to my voice right now. And I don't want them to do time. No nigga needs to do calendars behind bars. All right, you need to be doing your calendars in front of your kids, protecting your wife, protecting your kids, always loving your daughters, right? And I'm just happy, man, because we have. I know I'm doing. I got 10 to 15 more minutes till I get to Planet Fitness, but I'm just overwhelmed, man. I'm overwhelmed with joy. I'm gonna try and keep my composure when I interview him, because I see him in similar light in terms of purpose as a Malcolm X, as a Martin Luther King. You understand what I'm saying? As a Huey P. Newton. And you know, I mean, P. Diddy's on this now, and they're doing it the best way they can, how they know how. So Huey P. Newton may have done it. He's done it through the Black Panthers. You understand? Martin Luther King did it through peace and silence. Malcolm X did it through the Nation of Islam. You understand what I'm saying? So, and Deontay Wilder is doing it in a contemporary way through boxing. So, I mean, their spirits are unified, right? But it's man, it's just special, man. It's just special and refreshing that someone is fighting that fight with us, understands us. We're gonna get hated upon. People gonna say this video is about race, when in actuality it's about love. It's about love of self. It's about love of the same hue as you. It's about inspiration. It's about being my brother's keeper. This is not a race baiting. This is not a race baiting video. I know people with no eyes open are gonna say, this is just Fred just being Fred. He's this, he's that. But there's nothing more beautiful than a black man that knows who the fuck he is. That knows, no matter how much money you have in your bank account, no matter how many kids you have or where you are in your professional career, there is nothing like a black man knowing who the fuck he is, man. And see, I manipulate the system. See, I didn't have, you know, I'm 5'7". I walk around at between 155 and 165 pounds, you know, somewhere in there. You know, I'm a little guy. So I didn't trick him. I didn't trick him with my fists or with me being imposing. I tricked the motherfuckers with my smile, you know, with my demeanor, with my personality. And they let me in the door. And I stole all their assets and gems and jewels and monetized it and shared it with my circle of influence. You understand what I'm saying? And that's it. You know, there's no parts of me wants any black man to fail. And I'm not sure if this shit is getting repetitive or not. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm just talking right now. I'm freestyling. I'm freestyling with no rhymes. Actually, Deontay Wilder, isn't he getting a lot better with this rhyming and shit? He is. He's getting a lot better. I think that motherfucker be practicing. He said something today about being a beast, right? Or something like that. Or when you break my peace. You know what I mean? He getting better. He getting better. He watching the Muhammad Ali videos, man. You understand? And at the end of the day, I'm going to leave you guys with this, and I want this to soak up with you. It is more inspirational. It is more powerful. Black men. It is more powerful when a black man loves you than when a white man loves you. All right? It is more powerful when you can go to the hood and give a nigga a pound and give him that half hug. For real. I'm then going into a corner office somewhere downtown in your city and shaking that white man's hand. It is more like, I get so much joy. I get so much joy when I'm able to shake a man's hand and I like, oh shit, what up, nigga? like it's just a beautiful thing, man. Like I can't describe it, but y'all know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. It is a special feeling, and that's what, honestly, that's what I got from Deontay. Oh, what up, nigga? Like, okay, we on this wavelength. I totally respect. Let's go get him. I'm a soldier. Let's go fight. And we gotta, and the cunning thing about it, we gotta do it eloquently, right? Don't let white supremacy know you got 2 guns in your pocket. You know, con they ass, trick they ass, bamboozle they ass. The same way they got our ancestors on the ship is the same way we take their land here. We con them, we bamboozle them. If we got to use our athleticism, if we got to use our gift of gab, if we got to use whatever we got to use, man, we take all the details, right? We take all their info, all their intel, and use it to our advantage to empower our people. All right? And I'm gone, guys. I feel good. I can't wait to interview. I'm going to shoot Deontay Wilder a text first thing tomorrow morning. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. So, barbershop conversation. Shout out to 78 on a great interview. And have a great, it's Wednesday, y'all, right? Have a great Wednesday. And talk to you guys soon. Peace.